Hi Sapphires, I hope you're all keeping well. Today is a milestone in our lockdown journey as we have completed 6 whole weeks in lockdown, and that means that we've completed a whole half term. I just want to say that I'm really proud of all of you for persevering, making new routines, showing our virtues while you're at home, and just maintaining really positive attitudes. I'm so proud of every single one of you, and I cannot wait to be your teacher next year. So we're going to dive straight into our chapter this week. I've been really looking forward to this as I do every week. So let's get started. We are on chapter 5. I stopped by a ship with 3 masts. It wasn't as big as the one that I tried to climb on last night, and it sat lower in the water. I guessed it was loaded up and ready to sail. Where was she headed? Somewhere where parrots filled the sky, I reckoned. I was looking at the nameplate, but I couldn't make it out. There was no M's for Matthew, or E's for Eliza, or J's for Janie. It was a puzzle. Someone was watching me. A white man, tall, with white beard, and wearing a navy sailor's cap. I froze. Didn't mean no trouble, sir, I said, ready to run. He smiled then, the first real smile I'd seen since Washington. His face crinkled up and his eyes were kind. Like the look of her? He said, and walked towards me. Oh, yes, sir. The Katie Hines is a Baltimore clipper, best of her kind, the man said. But I would say that. The Katie Hines? I could see the K's for Katie now. Is she yours, sir? Well, I am the captain, Captain Charles, lad. Pleased to meet you. He put out his hand. I froze. A white man had just put out his hand to shake mine. A ship's captain. Was it a trick? Would he just swim me up into the water quick as a blink? He smiled again, and my heart was thumping as I shook his hand. Well, good morning to you, lad, the captain said. May the road rise to meet you. He let go of my hand, touched the peak of his cap as he nodded, then turned away and walked towards the plank that led up to the boat. I looked at his back and called out, Please, sir, please, Mr. Captain, sir. He looked back. I ran a few steps till I was close enough not to shout. Do you need a boy, sir, on your boat? Only I want to go to sea. It's my greatest wish, sir. It all came out in such a rush. I want to see the world, sir. I mean, Captain. He looked at me, the muddy shoes, torn jacket. I was a little ashamed, but I would not look away. And what do your folks think about this? Do they know you're here? He asked. I don't have a family, sir. Mother and father both long dead, sir. I worked from Washington, D.C. to find a ship. I was working in a cafe, and I am a hard worker. Miss Janie Moore said so. He blinked. Miss Janie Moore of Janie's Home Cooked Meals Cafe, sir. Captain, sir. He looked at me some more, and the smile had gone. I thought he'd walk away. I stood up as straight as I could. How old are you, boy? He asked. 12 years, near enough. Can you read and write, boy? My heart sank and I looked down at the mud on my brass cap boots. Know anything about navigation and the stars? He asked. I felt a lump in my throat, the size of a whole apple. Was I ever going to get a job on the ship? I wanted to run away, but I made myself look right up at the captain. No, sir, I said. I've never been on board a ship yet, but I can clean dishes and scrub and wash anything, and I can sweep floors so hard that there's not one speck of dirt or dust left behind in the whole place, day or night. You never met a boy who could sweep harder than Matthew Henson, Captain, sir. He put his hand over his mouth. He was trying not to laugh, I could see that. I ain't a liar neither, I told him. He shook his head. You know what, Matthew, he said, and his voice was kind. I believe you. You do? Well, it just so happens that the Katie Hines needs a cabin boy. We're off across the world, making for Hong Kong. That's in China. It'll take a year there and back. It's all the way across the world, he told me. I shook my head. Was I hearing right? You have to promise me something, said the captain. You'll have to do as you're told and work like a demon. Oh, yes, sir, Captain, sir. There'll be cooking and cleaning aplenty, and you're going to have to learn your letters. Is that clear, lad? Anything you say, sir. I tried to salute. It felt like the very best day of my life. Nice short chapter for us there. So I'm not going to leave you with a question this week as it is half term. I'm just going to ask that you do try and read every day like we ask all the time. So it's no different. So pick up a book of your choice and try and read just a little bit every day. I will be posting a video next week, however there will be no phone calls or newsletter. So take care. I hope the sunshine will be out and that you can enjoy it. And I will see you in the video next week. Bye.